You know what, though? I'm really glad you came. This is going to sound stupid, but I like you, Jason. I mean, you're the best friend that I've had in a long time.
You're okay, too. Now that I don't have to sleep with you.
You pig! Oh, how could you say that? You should be so lucky.
In 1997, Toni and Carly got into a huge fight. As a way of comforting herself, she slept with AJ.
What's the matter, Toni? Can you not admit that your ex-wife, mother of your children, was a hooker? Because I think that it's time for you to stop trying to canonize her and admit once and for all that she was nothing but a low-class whore. You want me to spell it for you? W-H-O-R-E.
So why the hell is that so important to you?
Why I care so much that Bobby was a hooker? Do you? Okay, because I'm going to tell you. She's mine. Oh, gosh, I can't.
I know that you're beautiful.
Yeah?
Fun.
I think you're fun, too.
I know. You were a woman of 1,000 dreams, Carly. And any man would be very, very lucky to have you.
And?
You don't remember?
Well, I thought that was pretty evident by this point. What? You never heard of a blackout?
He didn't even remember. Oh, gosh. Must be terrific in bed, Carly. I guess I must be fighting a bug or something.
How long you had this?
About a week.
Any fever? Pain in your joints?
No, just a really queasy stomach.
Well, what did Dr. Jones say about it?
Oh, I haven't exactly told him yet.
Well, maybe you should.
What?
You could be pregnant.
No, that's impossible.
Desperate to keep AJ from finding out that he could be the baby's father, Carly drugged him and set it up to look like his sobriety was ended by a night of heavy drinking.
This baby is never, ever gonna know that it could have come from a one-night stand like me. AJ, if you're the father, I just want you to know what we did, it wasn't dirty and it wasn't wrong. We just needed each other. But what the baby needs is more important right now. And that's two parents who love each other and who deserve to be together.
Why would you want him chained to someone whose idea of a joke is to drug a recovering alcoholic and douse them with liquor?
Toni decides to leave her, though, and sue for custody of her unborn baby.
Carly, what happened?
These happened! Your custody papers! That you have no rights to my child because it's not yours. No, really, it's not. Legally, morally, and especially biologically. What? What's the matter? I shocked you? Your little playmate might not have been as faithful as she claimed?
If it's not my baby, then whose is it?
Jason. You are such a loser. Typical cliche. Middle-aged, bored man leaves his long-suffering wife To get it on with a woman young enough to be his daughter? Well, you know what you were to me? An alternative to having to work for a living. That's right, and not a very good one, because you wouldn't let me quit my lousy job. You want to dump me? Let me save you the trouble, Betty. I am gone. And I'm glad, because at least I won't have to spend one more pathetic night in bed with you. Jason's got all the money I need. Now I'm done.
She convinces Jason to say the baby is his and go along with her wild story.
What? I did something you're really not gonna like. Bobby Spencer is my biological mother. She gave me up for adoption when she was 16 years old. I don't know who my father is, and she doesn't either. She thinks I'm dead. And some days I wish I was, because I don't know who my baby's father is either. My mother, the woman that had given me up, come to find out that she was living in upstate New York in a house that she owned with her doctor husband and a little boy that they had adopted. I mean, how the hell can that be, Jace? You know, she's not crippled or starving or dead and incapable of raising me. And obviously she wants a baby because any baby but me, I guess. So, I really thought the first time that I laid eyes on Bobby, she'd know who I was, that she would somehow recognize me and get on her knees and beg me to forgive her, which didn't happen, obviously. So I decided I had to find another way to make her sorry, and that's what Tony was supposed to be. Till I fell in love with him. Pretty stupid, huh?
So, the baby's father is Dr. Jones? Or could be AJ?
I had AJ and Tony both telling me that they're going to take my baby away if it's theirs.
People get grabby about kids.
Yeah. So I told Tony, and I guess I'll have to tell AJ that the baby's not his.
That ought to shut him up.
Told him it was yours. Jason, okay. If I say that you're my baby's father and nobody asks you if it's true, would you have to deny it?
If nobody asks, I don't have to say anything. But somebody will.
Yeah, maybe. But we could have a deal until then. You just let me do all the lying. I'm very good at it. And you don't deny it.
So, this is the woman that you betrayed Robin for?
Excuse me? Have we met?
No. Probably didn't even get into it. She just goes on for a while and then she goes away.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe you could have possibly told Robin about this, whatever it is you two do together earlier, so that way she wouldn't have had to feel like she failed you because she couldn't handle your business. Or maybe you could have possibly been a real man and walked away from her first, considering we all know that you're not good enough for her.
Why don't you shut your mouth?
If Jason really loved you or his baby, he wouldn't put you two in danger like this, would he?
Well, why don't you look? If you go back to shopping and you try really hard, I'm sure you can find yourself a nice fashionable straitjacket in your size.
Carla, it's not worth it.
Jason, I don't know what you think you owe her, but I don't owe her anything except what she has coming. You come in here shooting your mouth off about things that you obviously know nothing about, like how Jason feels about his son. And by the way, what is between us is none of your damn business, is it? I wouldn't point fingers or throw stones if I were you. Aren't you the one that I read in the paper dumped her husband for Sonny Corinthos?
Yeah, that's right. Going back to Sonny Corinthos was the biggest mistake I ever made, and I'm going to make sure that Robin did not make that same mistake with Jason.
Well, you know, you should be happy to see me with someone else.
No, Jason, I'm not happy to see you with someone else. No, because you still haven't cut Robin out of your life, have you? And I don't even... What are you doing? Are you trying to look like Sonny? You think that the clothes are going to make you the man?
These really made Brenda angry. How much do I owe you?
Carly gave birth to Michael after almost losing her own life.
I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
In early 1998, Carly's adoptive mother comes to town for Michael's christening, and the truth finally comes out that Carly is indeed Bobby's long-lost daughter, Caroline Benson. Only Bobby doesn't really believe her. She thinks she's up to her tricks again and making a whole elaborate scheme only to get back at her once again.
You know what? I really don't need you to tell me the kind of damage that mothers can do to their babies, all right? I have been living that for my entire life.
God's sake. Your son needs you.
Shut up! Just shut your damn mouth, okay? Who do you think you are? You gave your baby away. You handed her over to some people you didn't even know. And you went on with your life, not giving a second thought to that kid. Now, do you want me to show you the kind of damage that you caused? Because I can do that.
The ache in my heart, that I will take to my grave. Those are the facts. So honor the reality. Next time you want to bludgeon me with what an awful mother I am.
I thought I was prepared to give Caroline up for adoption, but once it actually happened, I was devastated. I forced myself not to think about it at all. Maybe that was a selfish, hateful decision, but it was the only way I could have ever gotten myself out of that hospital and put one foot in front of the other for the rest of my life. So, if that makes me a bad mother in your eyes, I guess I'll find a way to live with that, too.
What? What is it, Carly? You can tell me.
Yeah. I think I can. Bobby, I'm your daughter. I'm Caroline.
You're diabolical. Was that trek through the storm just another one of your sick manipulations? Suddenly, when it's next to impossible, you just have to see your son. And you're standing here holding your child in your arms for the very first time, and all you can think about is getting at me?
No, God, it's not what this is about.
You know, sometimes I think you can't sink any lower. But you always do. Dragging up one of the most painful events of my life again, throwing it in my face again.
Look, I can see that maybe you hate the idea of having me for a daughter. But it's true.
That truth. Ah! From a pathological liar.
Bobby, I was not going to tell you this, but I have seen how much you love Michael. And the way that you helped me get here tonight, it just suddenly didn't seem right not to tell you that he's your grandson.
An enraged Tony kidnaps Michael after discovering he's not the baby's father. He does this to protect him from the mob lifestyle of Jason and Sonny. After beating the charges in court, an enraged Carly shoots him.
How do you suppose Lucas is going to feel when he finds out his perfect father, the man he's loved all his life, has been arrested for kidnapping a baby? How do you suppose Lucas is going to feel when he finds out you cared about him so much you were going to leave him behind?
I thought about taking...
Oh, shut up! I don't want to hear another word out of you, okay? I hope they throw the book at you and you rot in jail for the rest of your life.
Well, I'd say it's a pretty safe bet that Dr. Jones will be old and gray before he gets out of jail.
Dr. Jones, I sentence you to 1 year community service. Court is adjourned.
Oh, I can't.
Stay here.
Nothing.